What's up guys, welcome back to Test Dummies TV. I'm Mike and today we're going to teach you how to develop color film. By the way, if you haven't seen the first video, click the link below where we actually show you how to mix the chemicals. First off, we have a sous vide machine right here, and that's going to heat the water to 102 degrees where we're going to keep our Blix and developer chemicals. Next up we have the actual film itself that we're going to be developing. A film cartridge opener, which is just like a little can opener. Got the changing bag right here. So this is where we're going to extract the film and put it in this film canister. Alright guys, so it's time. I'm going to put everything inside the changing bag, which again acts as the dark room. So we've got the developing tank, we've got the film, the scissors, the film canister opener thing. First, I'm going to show you what I'm actually going to be doing inside the bag. So I have all the materials here that will be placed inside the bag. We're going to start with the film itself. Obviously, this is a practice roll and it would come inside the canister. Basically, I would just pop it open and be left with this. First, there's going to be like a little point that comes off the top, and I'm going to snip that. I'm going to feel around for the holder right here, and I'm going to feed it through the side that doesn't have the metal bearings. And once I feel a click, I'm just going to start doing this weird maneuver here. Now it's done. And inside the bag, I'm going to also cut off this bottom half right here. So I put this back on. I'll clip this in, place that back in the canister. Can't put it in now because this piece is on. And then I will close it up, and it's ready to go. Be sure to take everything off your wrist, especially any Apple Watches, because if it illuminates in the bag on the film, we're screwed. Perfect. All right, now we're all set. Get this show on the road, yeah? In our 102 degree water, we have the Blix and the developing chemicals, but the stabilizer for the final step is room temp, so we keep that out of there. They're a little expensive, so if you don't have a sous vide machine, you can use bath water, you can use a cooler and put boiling water in it. Just make sure you have a thermometer so you can maintain the temp. For the first step here, we're going to do an optional pre-soak for 1 minute. Basically, I have a container in here that's going to hold our 102 degree water, and we're going to pour it in here and let it sit. So our minute's up, so we're going to pour this out in the sink. Quickly, before you start pouring any chemicals, you should wear gloves. I'm not, don't follow my lead, and make sure you have a window open for ventilation because Blix can kind of smell and you just don't want to breathe it in. This step is the developer. It's going to be 3.5 minutes. So once I pour this, we're going to agitate it for the first 10 seconds. Every 30 seconds, we're going to do 4 agitations for 3.5 minutes. And here we go. Okay, so we'll wait another 30 seconds. All right, these are our last 4 agitations. And something I forgot to mention earlier is you should have a funnel for pouring the chemicals back into the containers. So our next step is we're going to pour the Blix, and this is going to be the same process as the previous one with the developer, but for a total of 8 minutes. So now we'll do the every 30-second agitation. Okay, so we've got about 1 minute left on the Blix, and our next step is to run the developing tank underwater. So the water needs to be between 75 and 105 degrees Fahrenheit. You can just use hot water in the sink with the thermometer, or you can pour from the sous vide. Okay, so we just hit our 8-minute mark. We're going to pour the Blix back in. We're going to add the stabilizer for 1 minute. We're actually not going to be flipping to agitate it. There's this little tool that came with the developing tank. We're just going to spin it. We're going to pour back the stabilizer. So here we have it. Boom. 2 things to dry it off. You can use your fingers We tried this method with the first few rolls. We didn't really like it. There were still some smudges on it. So we got this handy dandy squeegee. I've got a clothespin over here, and we're gonna clip that and then hang it from somewhere. We gotta figure that out. But stay tuned for part 3. We're gonna show you how to scan these negatives and turn them into beautiful colored pictures.